House Speaker Sonny Belmonte says the proposed bill lowering income taxes has no chance of being passed during the remaining months of the 16th Congress because of lack of sufficient time. He urged lawmakers not to rush its passage for political expediency. Belmonte said that although he personally wants to have a law that would overhaul the current tax system in income earners, he stressed that such measures should not be rushed. More of this report from Freddie Abando.
The push started by Congressman Federico Kimbo to reform the current income and corporate tax structure has gained bipartisan support in both houses of Congress. Chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, where tax legislation begins, Kimbo's measure, House Bill 4829, is at the working draft and seeking adjustments in the levels of taxable income brackets and the corresponding base amount of tax for compensation based on the latest consumer price index. It also reduces corporate income taxes from 30 to 25%. The Kimbo measure has yet to succeed in convincing revenue officials led by Finance Secretary Cesar Purisima and BIR Commissioner Kim Henares, since it will cut revenue collections by 30 billion pesos.
The position is the country needs money. So logically, if you need money, so then you should get more. It's not the other way around.
BIR Commissioner Kim Henares urged members of Congress to come up with a measure to make up for the revenue loss. Bayan Muna Congressman Mary Colmenares said BIR should be bolder in improving collection efforts since 300 billion pesos is being lost yearly to tax evasion. Henares proposed the lifting of the bank secrecy law in exchange for the income tax reform bill. Henares said the Philippines is only one of 3 nations with restrictive banking laws, which prevents government from pursuing tax evaders and money launderers. The two are Switzerland and Lebanon.
It's a loss that you can never recover for as long as you have the bank secrecy law. That's why we're saying, okay, if you want to lower your tax rate, help us collect properly, which is you should remove the bank secrecy law. And if we're not even talking about imposing new taxes or increasing tax rate, we're just talking about making sure that those who need to pay taxes cannot hide. And for as long as you have the bank secrecy law, that is the reason for the supposedly tax leakage. There are those who are registered who do not pay the correct taxes, and for as long as it is held in bank account or in cash, then we have no way really to go after them. So that's the reason why, if we really want to keep on talking about efficiency of tax administration, how can tax administration be efficient when you tie our hands at our back?
Speaker Feliciano Belmonte expressed support for the Kimbo measure. However, the Speaker stressed Congress must not be rushed in approving a measure that will affect revenue collections. Belmonte said Congress must be given time to review the measure before since the palace and revenue officials are studying a holistic strategy that will have a positive impact in funding the national budget. Belmonte said it may be best for the next administration to pass a well-studied proposal. Doing it now may only be good for election purposes, popularity, and gaining votes for the May 2016 elections.
One point ko is what? Yes, pero I don't like it to be linked to elections. I don't like it to be linked to votes. It is necessary. It's a good thing. Pero huwag nating let's not be doing it just because it's a election year. Let's not be doing it as a poggy point. It's something that deserves a real in-depth study towards making it equitable for the common man, particularly the middle class, and at the same time cut some of the people who have been reaping the rewards of the continuous growth of the last 5 years. I'm not saying don't talk about it. It's good to talk about it because it's on the mind of the electorate, and it will be in the mind of the incoming administration as well.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.